right there. One thing you might do, it's kind of an advanced technique, is you can swap sides whenever you have a negative. So this becomes CD equals B minus X. What do you think of that?
Looks.
If you don't if you don't like it, let me know. We don't have to do this either.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's preferred now because the other way is okay, you're going to subtract B from both sides, then you get X minus B equals minus CD. That's not great. This is a lot better because on the left here,
Yeah.
you just divide both sides by D and you're done. You don't have to worry about changing signs, but they do give you the same result.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so that is everything for that. Let's go to number 10.
Yeah.
10 is very similar to the A. So we're solving for G. There's G. We have to undo the minus 9H. We do that by adding 9H to both sides.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to combine it with. So you just say, okay, it's 10J plus 9H, which hopefully is okay. Like for a lot of students, it's not. Like they say, it's like, what do I do? It's like, well, there's nothing to do. You just leave it there. You do that.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, I'm trying to get to G. What is the F doing?
Divided by
F
F.
doing, yeah, divide by F. And a lot of your answers look like this, where they don't look very good, but they are in fact the correct answer.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Why don't you try 11 on your own?
Okay.
It's very much like the ones we've been doing. Let me know if you have any
10.
questions on that.
All right. Okay. So pretty sure it's M is equal to negative N plus P over 10.
Okay, this is correct, but the preferred way to write it is P minus N over 10.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, good job on that. All right, so next one is 12.
Yes.
Slow getting these snips in. There we go. All right, solving for T, there's T. So this one does have a number. Maybe that's a little better. You want to undo addition and subtraction first. You want to subtract V from both sides. R minus V equals 2/3 T. There's a couple of ways to undo this number in front. You could, and when you don't want to do this, I'm going to show this on the right here. You could divide both sides by 2/3. So
Uh-huh.
while this is correct, it's like, well, what do you do now? Like that's bad. So rather than dividing by a fraction, you don't want to do this. All right. You multiply by the reciprocal.
Yes.
And what that does is it does eliminate the fraction on the right, which is what you want, but it doesn't make it so messy on the left.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So
Now these cancel, and it's good to move that variable on the left. You do not have to multiply in. You can leave it sort of messy if you want, although I think this is the preferred way to leave the answer.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, okay. 13. You can do
All
it.
right. Yep. Sorry. We haven't done a lesson in a while. You're like very good. You're like, all right, on to the next one.
No,
I
you're
like
good. Sorry.
I like it. I like it. All right. So solve for V. Actually, this one is like 12. Why don't you try it and see what you come up with?
Sure. So I got the answer, but I don't know like how to format it correctly. It's V is
Just
equal to
yeah.
Z minus W divided by 5/9.
Okay. So you did exactly what I said not to do. Like you can't do that. Like you can, but it's not
Yeah.
correct. Like like while this like it's just this is not correct. You
Uh,
would get not full thing. So what did I suggest over here? What's in red here?
multiply the reciprocal. So
Yeah.
we just do
So so
multiply by
instead of
1/5.
instead of yeah, multiply by the reciprocal of that fraction.
Okay.
Now it really should go in front when you multiply, just for better formatting.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So let's look at 14 here. All right, solve for A. All right, so one of the things that I think would help here is to know that there's what are called implied parentheses in the numerator,
Uh-huh.
and you really can't get to the numerator until you undo this fraction.
Yeah.
So this fraction is dividing by 11. So the way to undo that is to multiply both sides by 11.
Mm-hmm.
That clears out the bottom. Now, now you don't need the parentheses, and you're trying to get to A. So this is a lot like the ones we've been doing, but I'm gonna keep going here to help because this one's got a couple of little things in it. Are you okay? Caught up to this line here?
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna add X to both sides. Now, when there's a negative and you're adding, you typically put that in front.
Uh-huh.
So it's X minus 33. So while minus 33 plus X is okay, it's not preferred. This is visually better. Okay. Um, Now you're trying to get to A.
Mm-hmm.
You need to undo the 10 and the C. They're both multiplying the A, even though they're on like one's in front, one's in back. You can divide by more than one thing, and that does clear out the non-A stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so when you do 15, I'm asking you to do 15 on your own. You want to clear out the fraction first. Once you clear out the fraction, it's very much like the problems you've been doing.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so give that a try. If you have issues, let me know. But
G. So is it F is equal to 6G minus 10 divided by D?
Yes, really good,
Okay.
really good. All right, so this the next grouping here is we're going to 24, 25, 26, 27.
Yeah, the next one goes to 24.
All right.
Yeah.
Select an appropriate unit from the choices below and convert the rate to that unit. Ah,
Yeah.
all right.
Appropriate.
Geez, I don't know what the appropriate unit is.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's
that's not
because
true.
on the top it says feet per second, miles per hour, millimeters per second, and kilometers per second.
Okay,
So
so we'll do that. Yeah, so the first one here, a car, you're gonna drive a person miles per hour. Now, the question is like, how do you convert this? This is more of a question you would see in like a chemistry class. They do unit conversions. This is considered a double conversion. Did you guys do any of these in class?
we did do some of them.
Okay. So the way you convert them is you convert one and then the other. So let's do the feet first. You put
Uh-huh.
feet down on the bottom, miles up top. So in 1 mile is 5,280,
Yeah.
right? So that takes care of the feet. The seconds, you put seconds on top. You can't go to hours, but you can go to minutes. There's 60 seconds in 1 minute. So that cancels with the seconds. Um, and then minutes to hours. So there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. All right. So you got to be very careful how you enter this into the calculator. It's
Uh-huh.
easy to enter this wrong.
Thankfully, they let us use calculators now.
Yes, good.
So would it be just multiplying all of it, right?
You multiply the top and
Yeah.
then you divide by the bottom number in this case. So in terms of like what you put in your
Yeah. So these are
calculator,
four.
you don't need the ones, and then you
Yeah.
divide by 5,280. For more complicated ones, um, we'll discuss. We'll see what we need to um,
So rounded up, it's like 24.5.
yeah, have you guys talked about rounding in class?
Yeah, we have. So
I don't know what like the right answer is, but yeah, it's 24.5 miles per hour. Um,
yeah, it sounds good.
all right,
All right, 25.
25. All right. Snail moving 3.6 uh meters per hour. Okay.
Yeah, millimeters
So
per hour.
snails move pretty slow. So I'm guessing millimeters per second might be a better one.
Yeah.
They're also pretty small. Um, so that's something to think about. All right. So you start with the given number, 3.6 meters per hour. And we'll start with the meters. So meters to millimeters. So there are 1,000 millimeters in one meter. You should be given these conversions. I don't know what to tell you. Like you may want to ask your teacher for a list or hope that they don't ask you to memorize them.
Um. Oh yeah, like the conversions. I'm pretty sure we'll have them.
Okay. Um, So then hours to minutes. In 1 hour, there's 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, there is, I'm sorry, in 60, sorry, I get this backwards. Sorry, I'm rushing. Minutes to seconds, there is 1 minute and 60 seconds. Um,
Uh-huh. So then 3
so
point.
this time it's a little bit different. So you multiply the top numbers,
Uh-huh.
but on the bottom, you need to put the bottom numbers in parentheses when you divide, or you have to multiply the top numbers and then multiply the bottom numbers and then divide. Does that make sense, or do you? And if it doesn't,
E,
I need to know more about what calculator you're using to help.
I mean, yeah, it's a TI-84, so I do
Okay,
have.
so you gotta you either in the TI-84 you can actually I think enter it in this kind of like nice fraction mode, or you have
Yeah,
to
you
use
can.
kind of this inline mode. It's up to you how you end up doing that.
So would I multiply the 3.6 by 1,000 over 60 by 50, 60 by 60?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. You have an answer for me?
And yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, okay. It's because the the parentheses wasn't working for me, but I figured it out. So just give me a second here. Okay, so it's just one
Yes,
because
it's just one. Good. Good, good, good.
I probably should have seen that. Yeah, I didn't.
That's okay. Like you sometimes you just gotta work it out and then
Yeah.
you see it. All right. Let's do 26 because 27, I guess you can look up in the back of the book. Um, so a person walking, this actually is pretty
Yeah.
reasonable. I mean, although, I mean, that's not what they want, but I mean, you sometimes want to know how many miles per hour you walk. But
Yeah.
they probably want feet per second on this one.
Yeah.
So this again, it's a double conversion.
Hmm.
You got to decide which one you're going to convert. Let's go miles to feet. And 1 mile, there's 5,280 feet.
Yeah.
And and, an hour and minutes. 1 hour, is 60 minutes. Right. And then minutes to seconds. In 1 minute, 60 seconds. So this is a lot like the last one. You're going to multiply the top numbers and multiply the bottom numbers.
Yeah.
go ahead and calculate that.
Uh-huh. And it would come out to 17,952.
So this again feels like a calculator error.
Oh,
Yeah,
might
like
have
it.
been not like no
y-
parentheses maybe.
Yeah, if you don't put parentheses in the bottom, you get kind of a crazy number. It's about 4.99 or approximately 5 feet per second, which seems pretty fast for walking. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, so we are out of time for today. I think
Hmm.
you can handle that last one on your own, or you can check with a friend. But
Yeah, I got it, I think.